Greetings people, when this countdown over here is run down, which means when this video is live, they have a couple updates for Xprotocol. As a short reminder, to freshen up your memory, like 2.5 to 3 months ago, we made a video on their Xardian node sale that went live. So far they had 8,378 nodes that are active, with 1.5k still remaining at the current tier of 0.0661 ETH, which is about $200 give or take. And they were focused on DePIN, so decentralized physical infrastructure networks, as an entertainment superchain on base, being backed by Sazen Capital, CoinFund, Dragonfly. I think they have a partnership or work with Razer as well. And about a week ago, they had their open whitelist sale. The official sale is live for their DePIN phone, which, as they say, is the world's first DePIN phone. This one over here. Kind of like how Solana had a phone. And we recently talked about Earnum and their nodes. They also had a phone that is based on like affiliate stuff and earning with it. This one over here is the ultimate DePIN phone, in which I think over 70% are sold out already. For this tier over here, in which the first 3,000 include a free node worth $155. At the moment, because ETH is going up, you could even say it's worth a lot more based on Android with all these stats over here. And I thought that's pretty cool, so let's go through it. As always, links to everything down below. You know it's not financial advice. You should never take financial advice from this shiny forehead over here. So let's get into it. You get a free node for the first 3,000 units sold. I think over 2,000 have been sold so far. 10% of the Kick token supply is for the XForge owners, 20% bonus on node rewards, as well as exclusive airdrops from top tier projects. And I've seen them recently being partnered with probably half the projects that I covered on this channel. Like, I've seen them over and over, which is a pretty good indicator for them being here long term. This one being at new all-time highs every single hour, it's a pretty good time to have a sale and to move forward. Because it is first come, first serve, this might sell out very quickly. There's a good chance that all the Xardian nodes over here that you will get for free in the first 3,000 are already taken, but you can still get the 40% discount and get it at $300 instead of $500, unless all of them get sold out, which could be the case. The shipping for that is going to happen in Q1 of next year, and if you are interested and you do want to buy it, it is available for purchase with USDT, Bitcoin, ETH, USDC as well, Solana, BNB, on like 5 or 6 different chains. Or you can traditionally just use your Visa or MasterCard and buy it with real life money. But they also accept crypto, of course, which means you could even get more than one. Now, when we look at the partners and who they are backed by now, we see even more than in the last and initial video we had for it. They partnered with Huddle, something that I make a video about tomorrow on the 8th when they have their node sale live. Animoca Brands is probably one of the most known partners in general. We talked about node ops. If you have an 8th-tier node, you also get whitelist and tier 1 access to different node projects like Huddle, for example, or Xprotocol today. I think we also talked about Carve nodes. We use Magic Eden a lot, especially last bull run when it came to NFTs on Solana. As mentioned earlier, they're also backed by Razer over here, the gaming company. And with them positioning themselves as a layer 3, this actually is future-proof. Like, Ethereum kinda sucks if we're honest. Like yesterday, I tried to just send USDT and it would cost $13 in gas fees. So ETH is pretty unusable, Base is great, but if you can improve on top of Base, even better. What's also pretty cool is everything is integrated in one system. You can check the performance of your node on the phone, and if you run the nodes from that phone, you get a 20% bonus on your rewards over time, which means technically every 5 months you get an extra 3 months worth of rewards, which could be worth quite a lot. Now, if we focus on their token, for which 10% over here is for XForge and 20% for the nodes, then that alone is almost 1/3 of the entire token supply. And with liquidity being 10% just sitting there and 18% for the community and ecosystem, more than half of all the tokens are simply there for us as users. Now, based on active nodes, we can also see how many tokens you would get. Right now, we have seen on the node sale page here that 8,300 are active. So somewhere between 5k and 10k. That would mean you get around 4,000 tokens per month. You will get 4,800 if you use it and run it on your XForge device. And we can do some math on how much that is worth. So they get a supply of 8 billion. Let's say as a reasonable estimate on what it can grow to, it would be like 500 million to a billion. Especially in a bull run where anything, even if it just has a funny name and is completely pointless, can be at a 250 million or more. And something with insane partnerships can probably grow there as well. So let's say 500 mil as an estimate, meaning a single token would be worth about 6 cents. If, and that is if, every single token would be in supply. Keep in mind there's vesting. Your 10% for XForge and 20% for nodes isn't released immediately. It is distributed over an estimate of like 4 years or so. So we can bring down the circulating supply by a lot. which would then at 500 mil current market cap make the fully diluted valuation something like 1.5 to 2 billion. Kind of like how Axie is at 730 mil still and has a fully diluted valuation of 1.3 billion. And at some point last bull run, this FDV used to be like 6 to 8 times more than the current market cap. So we know it's possible. In that case though, let's say you would get 4,000 tokens a month. That would mean a single node makes $250 or $300 roughly if you also run the node on the phone. Based on that math, you will get your return on investment within a month. But let's say they only get to 250 mil market cap instead of 500. Then it would take 2 months until you break even and get profit. And you won't believe it, but if you divide the first number by 3, then it will take 3 months until you get your return on investment. If you have a large chunk of your portfolio in Bitcoin and you gamble a little bit with memes, win some, lose some, whatever, have some narratives you believe in, anything other than layer 1 chains, then you should also have, in my opinion, something like 20 to 30% of your portfolio right here in nodes. For the simple reason that those alone can pay for your monthly lifestyle and also make you profit. And I always like the idea of doing absolutely nothing at all and getting paid for it, because then you're free. Mostly mentally, because you don't have to worry about things. But that's why I'm a fan of nodes. Now, not every single node project works out, as we've seen, so always do your own research. However, when you see lots of green flags, then it might be worth looking into and maybe getting one. If so, link down below. If you see them actually developing things and moving forward with the project, that's yet another green flag, and then building a super chain, this would also make sense. Now the nodes that I got, I simply let them run. For more details on that and what they do exactly, watch any of the other videos or read the light paper page over here. But I think long term, and everything I do is long term oriented, this should go well. And with the market looking like that, which will hopefully continue up until 80k and above, we got a bright future ahead of us. Hopefully. I will now eat something because I'm getting really hungry, and I'll see you fairly soon. Links down below, not financial advice, and take care.